Hey, I'm Crystal. It is Monday and it is the 11th of June 2018. I'm at home at my flat at Lansdowne Court. Yesterday I went to my parents, Derek and Jenny, up at Double Garden for lunch. I walked up there really slowly. Around 10:30 in the morning. Friday, I went into the library, and I went into the library twice, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. As I told you, that Dave Winks had emailed me saying that he wanted to meet me Friday at 2:45. Well, I'm a woman looking for a fella. I'm heterosexual, not bisexual, so I'm not looking for a woman, I'm looking for a man. And Beverly, that used to live in the flats, came and sat next to me at the computer. And as I sat there uploading my bits and doing what I usually do, like I used to write in my diary, and I was feeling a bit pissed off because this guy had let me down. And the library was absolutely covered in girls of about 20, of mixed races, all colours, and they were laughing and giggling and showing each other their phones. And I felt a bit, because I'm nearly 50, I felt old, really, really old. Anyway, to cut a long story short, Beverly asked me to go back to her place to show me where she lived. And now I'm not going to disclose where Beverly lives because that's her business. But on walking up to where she was living, there was a dog patrol police van going across the traffic lights. People were laughing, and it was extremely, both of us nearly got knocked over. So I got up into Beverly's place, and there are lifts in there, and I noticed that on the lifts was the word Windsor, and the royal family's surname is Windsor. So we went up into the lift, and then I had a cup of tea with Beverly. And I'm very observant, and this is why I kept diaries over a number of years. Beverly had a notepad on the table with the word poo written on it, you know, poo, and it was P-O-O-H. She kept going, and she kept sniffing like this. As she was talking to me, she had pills on the table, boxes of pills, and the lady in the library, the long-haired lady with the black hair, said she had a headache and she was going to have to nick some pills off somebody later. So I noticed all the tablets on the table, pairs of scissors stood out, and Beverly's knitting with knitting needles. All I did was we had a chat about, she asked me had I got out yet, and the reason obviously she got out was because she was being bullied by the neighbours. She talked about one of the women downstairs, and as I was leaving she said, "Are you going to get the bus?" And I said no, I'd walk. So when I got back to my flat, the lady that Beverly had been talking about was getting out of a red taxi, and she was looking at me, staring at me through the taxi window. And I got back and I felt ill. After I drank the tea that Beverly made me, I walked up Chatham High Street, and there were people eating like that in front of me, like pigs, out of Greg's Bakers, and I had a sandwich in my handbag. I had a tuna sandwich because Beverly didn't offer me anything to eat, you see. But me being a woman, Beverly is a friend to me, nothing more, a female friend. It makes me wonder if people were pretending that the diary that was written by one of my sons, and it's my diary, and I'm obviously Andy and David's mother. So all these pigs were eating in front of me and being nasty. The security guards were in Pound World, like over me like hawks, and I'm just thinking, well, you're a bunch of wankers. Oh, and that's something else. One of the neighbours called Beverly's partner a Wankaer, as she said it, and that's why she thinks he left her. Beverly's partner was called Jason. Andrew's friend at Doust was called Jason. That's why I say there's some confusion as to who's who around here, I think. But that's by the by. I went to my parents yesterday. I had lunch. I have to eat soft food because of my teeth, so I had mashed potato, part of a Scotch egg and some beans, and a lemon yoghurt that my mum gave me. It had the word lemon on it. Dad was very, very ill and went off, and there was a bit of an argument between him and my mother. He went off to bed, and then later on came back out, and my mum gave me a nice pair of black lacy knickers and a black lacy bra of hers to take home, some Sport Lucozade and a pot noodle. And the taxi driver was a nice Indian man with a turban on his head. I presume he was a Sikh. He was very, very nice and polite. And as we got down the Luton Road, some fool decided to go out loud near the taxi, which made me feel wonderful. I didn't get out of the taxi. I continued on to Lansdowne Court, number 6, where I live. And on the intercom was, can you pick up a lady with a child and a Pomeranian dog? Yes? Copy that. Can you pick up a lady next with a child and a Pomeranian dog? Thank you. Over and out. And I got upstairs to my flat, spent the night alone, and have had 4 or 5 calls from that pervert called Chris at Gillingham that wanted to play with myself in a car and have a threesome and trying to get me to do other things. I'm glad to say that I finished The Handmaid's Tale, and that's going back to the library. And I am at Lansdowne Court where I live, and there's a nice black car there and a small blue one. And had I been going out with this Chris at night, you know, during the night at 3 in the morning, and people going ugh everywhere I go, it's about time people grew up, but that's not going to happen. So hey ho, carrying on as usual.